Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about how to set up a custom email sending domain. So historically, all of your proposals, notification triggers have come from an @bitumio.com domain. But this update gives you the flexibility of sending your emails from your own local domain to make them more personalized and make them look as if they're more so coming from you. So let's jump in here. The way that we're going to set this up is I'm going to come over on the left-hand side under Organization Settings. I'm going to come down to this Email Sending section. Now that I'm on this screen, I'm going to have several different inputs that I can define. The biggest one is right here, the sending domain. I'm going to use an existing domain that I have, and it is called sealcodirect.com. I may not want to interrupt any of my other email sending. You can use your top level domain if you want, sealcodirect.com. Our best practice recommendation is to use something different, like mail.sealcodirect.com. And the reason for this is going to keep things slightly separate from your default inbox and incoming mail server. They'll still get routed to the same place, to your main inbox. It's just going to look as if the Bitumio information is coming from this type of domain instead of your top level domain. So proposals at mail.sealcodirect.com, invoices at mail.sealcodirect, and notifications at. So it's still going to come from your domain. It's just being listed as a subdomain of that. Again, you can do your main domain. Totally up to you. This is just our best practice to make sure we're not interrupting any of your other email sending. Historically, you've used your organization name, which gets populated in here by default. You can overwrite this so it can look like all of your emails are coming from a specific location. And then the replies, it can go to your organization email address, a custom email address, or the team member that is sending the email. So the team member that, say, sends a proposal, if somebody replies to that proposal, it'll go back to the salesman or the person that sent that proposal. So once you're happy with those settings, I'm going to click Save and Generate DNS Records. All right, so I have this set up now. My verification status is pending. We need to add what's called DNS records to whoever manages and maintains your domain. Whoever manages your domain, it could be a GoDaddy, it could be a Wix, it could be one of those other platforms. You need to log into that location where your domain is managed. And we will add these, and I will walk you through this. So this domain is managed in GoDaddy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into GoDaddy. I'm going to click Add a New Record. So I need to go to the DNS location, and I will click Add New Record, CNAME. I can add multiple of these, CNAME and CNAME. And then I will go back to Bitumio and copy the name. So I'm just copying each of these three, the name values. Then you do the same with the values. So I'll copy that, paste it here, copy this one, paste it here, and lastly copy this one and paste it here. I've got two more records to add. This is a text value. So I'm going to go text and then paste in that value. This is another text. So I'll go text, paste in that value, the name. These are the values over here. Okay, so I've got all 5 of those added. I'm going to click Save All Records. Many times you may be prompted with this because we automatically append .sealcodirect.com, and the domain provider or the domain host also wants to append the domain at the end. And so this is asking me, do you want, in this case GoDaddy, to update this value so it's not .sealcodirect.com, which is correct. It should only have one .sealcodirect.com. So I'm going to select yes, I'm going to leave this and hit save. Now that those are all added, I can come back in, and this could take up to 15, 20, 30 minutes, depending on who your provider is and how long it takes for them to publish your new DNS settings. So you may have to press this refresh a couple of times. And there we go. Now we're verified. This is my preview. I'm going to send a test email. Here is my test email. And you can see that this now came from proposals@silcodirect.com. My from JB Services, it's still going to go back to me because that was the setting that I selected. My test email from JB Services. And then you just ignore this. This is just a test email. But you can see that this is now coming from my custom domain rather than hello@bitumio.com. All right, hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully this gives you some flexibility around how you can send your proposals and how it's coming back to your organization and how it looks to your customer when it comes through. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks for watching.